morning, students. Today we are here to continue the chapter 9 of GSC. Already we have started the last day, chapter 9, safety and first aid, and we have studied safety at home, and today we will study safety at school. How can we be safe at our school? Safety at school. Safety at school. How can we be safe at our school? In the school, never rush up or down the stairs. Means stairs are there to go to your classroom. No, your class is on second floor or third floor, maybe like that. Then what you are doing when we teachers are not there, we are not there to guide. Then you simply run and do. Don't do that. Always walk in a single line. Never push or pull while entering or leaving a classroom or computer lab. Whenever you are going for computer lab, don't push to anyone, don't pull to anyone, don't do these things. Never throw chalk, duster, pencil, pen or any other thing at each other. You should not throw these items, study materials on other students. It may cause injury to them. Never run over the desks. In your class, desks are there, no? Simply you can come and play in the class, run here and there. Don't do that. It is dangerous also, and it is bad manners also. If anyone will see, what they will tell that in this school, students don't have the manner, they don't know how to behave. Like that they tell, no? That thing we should be disciplined. We should not do these things. These things are bad habits and also will cause injuries to you. Never spill water on the floor. Don't throw water on the floor. Someone may slip. Suppose if water is falling here and I am in hurry, I am going up to my leg, slip and I may fall down. So don't do that. Now, safety on the road. Safety on the road. How can we keep ourselves safe on the road? Safety on the road. How can we keep ourselves safe on the road? Always walk on the footpath. You should always walk on the footpath. Further, cross the road at the zebra crossing or use the subway or foot overbridge. Means when we want to go on the road, we should walk on the footpath. If we are pedestrians means those who are walking on the legs, means not using any vehicle, then what should we do? We should walk on the footpath. And we should cross the road at the zebra crossing. If the zebra crossing is not there, we should use the subway or the foot overbridge. Otherwise, if these things are not there, then what should we do? We should look to right, left, this side left, right, further before crossing the road. Then after looking left and right, we should cross the road. Make sure that there are no vehicles to the road, then only you cross. Otherwise you may get accident. Never play on the road. We should not play on the road. Now, some more safety rules. These are the rules at school, at home, on the road. But some more safety rules are there. Let's see some more rules. Let's see what are those rules. Do not push or pull anybody from the swings. If in your playground swings are there, no? You push like this. Don't do it. Wait for your turn patiently. Stand and wait. When your chance comes, you play over that. Do not go near barbed wires, fences, thorny heads or an open manhole. Do not go near the barbed wires. Means sometimes if the boundary or fences are not there around the home or around the school or any playground, they do? They make the wires barbed wires. Means iron wire is used. In Hindi you say katila तार, no? That That's it. Near that, if you go, you may get injury if you touch this. No, that they are pointing out, and they may get inside your fingers, and you may get injuries. Do not accept a gift or lift from a stranger. What is meaning of a stranger? Stranger means the person whom you don't know. Don't take any gift items from that person, or do not switch over their vehicles. Clear? Do not bend too much while standing on the terrace or in the balcony. Suppose you are standing in the balcony, don't do like this to see something, otherwise you may fall down. Do not play for too long in the sun. In the sunlight, don't play for too many hours. You may get a sunstroke, and what happens sometimes during the assembly you will start falling down. No? So you should not play in the ground for that much long times. Do not leave toys, shoes and other objects on the floor. Someone could trip over them. If you are leaving the toys or anything over the floor, if someone is in hurry, they may kick their leg over that, and that toy may also get destroyed, and that person may also get injury. Good lighting is important throughout the home. Night lights can help promote safety in bedrooms and bathrooms. During the night time, mostly you put off the light. This is good habit because it saves the electricity. But make sure that night bulbs are on, because night lights are on, because if there is no light, darkness, and if you go, you may fall down. Before opening the door, look through the eye hole in the door. Eye hole is there in the door, look through that. Because if something happens, who will be responsible? You yourself. These are the safety rules for being safe and saving ourselves from the accident. Now we will study about the first aid. Suppose we are following all the safety rules, then also by unfortunate luck or by chance we get the accident, then what are the first aids that we should take for the different things? Let's study about them one by one. First aid. Let's study about them one by one. First aid. First aid is the immediate help that must be given to an injured person. What is first aid? Immediate help. Immediate help. Immediate help given to an injured person. Immediate help given to an injured person. Immediate help given to an injured person. Immediate help given to an injured person to save his or her life. First aid is the immediate help or care given to a victim of an accident or sudden illness. And this illness can be of any types, either any disease like heart attack patient or some other patient. And that before taking the proper medical treatment, what should we do before reaching to the nearest hospital? That is called the first aid, and it helps to save the victim's life. Proper first aid can save a victim's life, especially if the victim is bleeding heavily. Suppose if I got the accident on road and blood started falling, and if no one takes care, or if I am not given the first aid, what will happen before reaching to the hospital? Too much loss of blood will be there, and there will be a risk. There will be a risk in that. It can also prevent the development of additional medical problems that might result from an injury. So, before taking to the hospital, a proper first aid should be given. Now, let's study what are the items that a first aid box contains. Adhesive bandages, sterilized gauze, cotton wool, sticky tape, medicated cream, creepy bandage. Let's see what does this first aid box contain. What are those items? Let's see. Adhesive bandages, then what, my dear students? After adhesive bandages, so many things are there. There is no need that in order only you will tell. You can tell one by one. Then antiseptic lotion, then soap, aftershock, medicated cream, after medicated cream, what does it contain? Pair of scissors, thermometer. These are the items which are present in the first aid box. Pair of scissors, then not only pair of scissors but thermometer, and so many things are there. Thermometer, etc. Thermometer, then medicated cream, creepy bandage, sterilized gauze. These are the things which is contained by the first aid box. And while taking care of a patient or giving a patient first aid, be calm and do not panic. Some points are there which you should keep in the mind. Do not panic. Be calm. Take a moment to think what you should do. Don't do immediately whatever you want. Whatever things come in the mind. Think what should we do. Do not let people crowd around the victim. If people crowd around the victim, he will fear, no? He or she will fear, and finally what will happen? It will result into other actions. If there is serious injury, do not move the victim. And while you are giving the first aid, get someone to immediately call on ambulance and a doctor. Means by the time you are giving the first aid to that person, someone should call the doctor to take the proper treatment. Clear? These are the points which we should keep in our mind before giving first aid to a person. Now let's see first aid for different accidents. First, for cuts and wounds. For cuts and wounds, what first aid should be given? For cuts and wounds, suppose if I get cut on my finger or a wound, what proper first aid should be given? Let's see. For cuts and wounds, wash and clean. First of all, we should wash and clean with water. Then wash it with a cotton dipped in an antiseptic lotion. Then, if a minor cut is there, just put an antiseptic bandage. You see a handy blast? That only. For a deeper cut, if the cut is deeper, apply a thin layer of antibiotic cream. Which cream? Antibiotic cream. What we have to do? After washing and cleaning, we have to apply antibiotic cream. Apply antibiotic cream. Then on any ointment if we have, bandage can help keep the wound clean and keep harmful bacteria out. Clear? This is the first step for cuts and wounds. Once again, I will explain. First of all, wash and clean wound with water. Then what we have to do? After cleaning that, apply the antiseptic with a cotton, and if the minor cut is there, just put an antiseptic bandage. It will be okay. But if a deeper cut is there, we have to apply antibiotic cream or any ointment. Then we have to bandage, means put the bandage, because that will help to keep the wound clean and keep harmful bacteria out. Now let's see first aid in case of burns. For burns, what are the first aid we should take? For minor burns, hold the burnt part under cold water. If the minor burn is there, we have to hold the burnt part under the cold water, and this helps to cool the burnt part and reduce the pain. Then apply an antiseptic cream like Bernol on the affected area. What is the name of that particular cream? Bernol, from burn itself, no? Just you have to keep in mind burn and Bernol will come. This is antiseptic cream on the affected area. Do not burst the blisters caused by the burns. If you burn a bubble like thing will come over the skin, no? That is called the blisters. Don't burst it. For severe burns, rush the victim to the hospital. We should take the victim to the hospital. Now, for insect bites. What should we do for the insect bites? If any insect bites, what are the first aid which should be taken for insect bites? For insect bites, what we have to do? Remove the sting first. If any insect bites, what we have to do? First of all, we have to remove the sting. Then rub the area by pouring lime water and ammonia to neutralize the bite. What we have to do? We have to rub the area by pouring lime water and ammonia. Lime water and ammonia. Rub the area by pouring the lime water and ammonia in order to neutralize the bite. Then apply the calamine lotion. Apply the calamine lotion. After that, what we have to do? We have to put an ice pack on the bitten area to prevent swelling and pain. After doing all these things, put the ice pack on the bitten area in order to prevent the pain and swelling. These are the first aid for the insect bites. Now, for fainting, what are the first aid which we should take? For fainting, what are the first aid which we should take? Make the victim lie down with the head lower than the body. Head should be lower and then the body. Head should be lower. Then, so that more blood can reach the brain. Loosen the victim's clothes. Do not let him wear tight clothes. Make it loose. Means open the buttons if that person is wearing shirt or anything tightly. Sprinkle cold water on the victim's face. Take the water and sprinkle over the face of the victim. And when the victim gets up, let him rest for some time quietly. After he is recovered, what we have to do? We have to let him rest for some time quietly. These are the first aid which should be taken for this diseases. This chapter is over. I hope you understood it well. So, my dear students, what's your homework? The homework is to revise this chapter. One exercise we will start today without wasting any time, because our exam is going to start from the next month and the date is given in your calendar. What is the date for the half yearly exam in your calendar? What is that date? 23rd of November, and from that date itself your exam is going to start. And I know that all of you have the book, so only I will write the answer on the board of the books exercise. For the question answer I will give both question and answer, but for this I will give only answers. Open page number 57, all of you. Open it. Page number 57, and let's write the answer for this question. Fill in the blanks. First question is, most of the accidents happen due to dash, and the answer is carelessness. Carelessness. My dear students, you need to write the answer. Carelessness in your book. Write it. Write with the pencil. Always walk on a dash, and the answer is footpath. Always walk on a footpath. Always walk on a footpath. For the third question, I am writing only answer because you also have to write only answer in the book. Do not touch switches and plugs with dash hands. And in the third answer is wait. W-E-T. For question number 4, use dash or thick cloth to hold the hot vessels. What is the answer? Tongue. T-O-N-G. Tongue. And for fifth question, dash is given to an injured person before a proper medical aid is obtained. So what is the answer for fifth question? First aid. First aid. First aid. I will tell the answer one more time. By the time, you can pause the video or take the screenshot and write. Carelessness, footpath, wait, tongue, first aid. Carelessness, footpath, wait, tongue, and first aid. Now I will write the answer for second exercise also, because only you have to put a tick mark here. For the first question, minor cut should be covered with antiseptic bandage. What is the answer for the first one? Antiseptic bandage. Antiseptic bandage. Antiseptic bandage. For the second one, in case of minor burns, hold the burnt part under cold water. You have to put in the box, put a tick mark in the box before the cold water. For the third question, if a person is bitten by an insect, apply. First option is correct here. Calamine lotion. Apply calamine lotion. Apply calamine lotion. For the fourth question, the immediate help given to a person of an accident is called. Again, first option is correct. First aid is called first aid. In this question, you have to put the tick mark in the book. Fifth question, in case there is no footpath, we should walk. Second option is correct. Along the edge of the road. Along the edge of the road. Along the edge of the road. This much to write. I am getting aside. You write. You have to put the tick mark. In the second exercise, you don't have to write anything. Just put the tick mark. In the first question, antiseptic bandage. First option is correct. Second question, cold water. Second option is correct. In third question, calamine lotion. Again, first answer is correct. In the fourth question, first option is correct. First aid. And in the fifth question, second option option is correct. Along the edge of the road. I hope all of you have done it in book.